Hi, afternoon YouTube. Here with you on a Monday afternoon, this looks like, I think. Nice, beautiful day out there. Much warmer today than it was yesterday. It's up in the 70s. I like these warm days. I'm wearing sweats, and I shouldn't be because I should be wearing something cooler. But it was cool when I got up, so anyway. You may hear some music playing in the background. That is my Bluetooth, the new one I bought, the one that stays plugged in all the time. I finally got it working on my laptop. I had been using it on my little netbook, and it worked fine on that, and so it had to work fine on this one. I mean, well, there was a different version of Windows. This is Windows 60 or Windows Ultimate. That's just Windows Basic, I think, or whatever on that one, but this is a 64-bit and that was a 32-bit, so there were some differences, and I thought maybe that was the problem with it, but it's working now. I have some Blood, Sweat, and Tears playing in the background. One of my favorite tracks of their Blood, Sweat, and Tears self-titled album. It's an instrumental, so like I said, I'm just going to let it play. If I get a hit, I get a hit. It's not a big deal, so... reason I'm here today is my granddaughter Lexi, I dropped her off after school. It was kind of a rigmarole. I had to take her to CVS to get her clothes and then take her all the way back down to Arby's, and she had to run in and find out what time she's getting off, and so I got to go pick her up when she gets off. And so anyway, but once I got back from that, I went out to the mailbox and found something interesting in the mailbox. Package from Stan, the open air garage. Yeah, Stan sent me a package. Here's the note I want to read first. It says, I ended up buying this stuff twice because I was not paying attention. Hope you can use it. TOAG Stan. So thank you, Stan, very much, and I have been there, done that. I know exactly what you're saying. First, what we got here is an assortment of silicon transistors. I haven't actually opened them up and found out what all's in there, but looks like a good quantity. Quite a bit of them. I think 300 pieces in there, and that's what we got first. And I can't wait to get into that, tear into that, and find out what's in there. And that will be very handy, very, very handy, Stan. I appreciate that. Next, another handy item, some 4-piece hook set. Pick set, or what you want to call it, pick and hook. And these are nice. They have the curved hook. This is called the computer hook. I'm not sure why, but this is the 90-degree hook, and this is a straight pick. And those are really nice. I really like those. They've got some holes in the handles. I think I'll make me a holder on my pegboard to hold those up. And I think that'll be a nice little project in itself, So I've been meaning to do that, by the way. And again, Stan, thank you so much for sending that along and thinking of me, for that. I appreciate that. Really do. I thought I was getting another package today, but it hadn't arrived yet. Ron Smith is sending me a transistor for the Juliet, actually 2 transistors, I think he said. So it's the exact replacement for that one that's bad in that. So we'll get that and get that going when it arrives. I hope to get on to the Cube radio next and get that glued and get the things done to it that I need to do to it and get that back together so I can basically start using it. I think I mentioned in the last video about my idea about converting the AC coming out of the Variac for purposes of powering small DC stuff up to and including car radios, things like that. I used to have, the reason I want to do this is I used to have a power supply set up for this. It's not regulated, and you know, everybody's regulated this, regulated that today. And I still have the one that Bobby sent me, and I am gonna still work on that. I'm just having problems finding the correct. I want just I'm a little particular, okay, about stuff like that, and I want just the right enclosure for it. So once I find something like that on eBay or wherever I find it at, I probably go ahead and resume that. And there's always a possibility to go ahead and build in the circuit boards with that on it too. So, but for now, I just want something if I need to, just like this Cube radio, it required a 9-volt battery. Well, you know, I could have just, if I'd had a little DC power supply, hooked it up to that and had my power. So I don't like to have to depend on batteries because, you know, I've got all this power right there at my fingertips. I might as well use it. So I'm going to develop one of these. It'll be another plate similar to the plate that's for the Variac output, only this will be pure DC. There'll be 2 panel meters, volts and amps, DC this time, and probably an on-off switch so I can turn that off. I don't really need to leave it on there while I'm using the Variac, if you know, because you know that Variac puts up to 150 volts out, and if you go and make that DC, that's going to be kind of a high voltage. So I don't want to mess with that. I just want to get it. Basically, whenever I need it, I can turn it on, use it, and be done with it. So, and then turn it back off. But that's one of the things I want to do. So, a couple things I want to do, and again, I'm gonna. Well, no, I'm not going to. I was going to show you the stereo playing, but you can hear it playing. I think. I hope you can. I hear it. I didn't turn it up real loud. I can turn it up louder, obviously. But that's one of the reasons I like this, because you know I can listen to music at my own listening pleasures, volumes and things like that. And I've been working with Windows Media Player, trying to get it set up the way I want it. I like to listen to the albums that I have on my computer, saved from my collection, things like that. A good example is the Who Tommy set. I like to listen to that from start to finish, and that's the way I've set this one up. I'm listening to this from start to finish. This was another good one from start to finish. So, anyway, I think that was about it. I didn't really want to make a long video. Yeah, I'll probably think of something just as soon as I quit, but I don't have any specific plans other than the Cube at the moment. Juliet, I'll probably want to get back to that when the transistor arrives. I have them both boxed up, they're ready in there. I still need to work on my labeling on the Variac output, get that done, and so other than that, I think that's about it. I got really tired yesterday working on that boombox, and I'm glad it's done. So that's done, and I don't have to worry about that, and I'm going to put that back into service here probably when Lexi gets back, because she's been wanting to listen to it. They like to play their CDs on there. So anyway, I'm here. I am flapping, Bill, and I really didn't mean to. So anyway, this is about over with, I think. So let me get off here, and before the song with words comes on. And you guys have a pleasant rest of the day. And thanks you so much for watching. Thanks again to Stan at the Open Air Garage. Really appreciate that, buddy. I really do. So you guys have a great day, and we'll see ya.